I'm in the most uncomfortable position right now. Teagan and I have decided to go to Grand Teton, don't know how to pronounce it, National Park, because it's about 3 hours from Bozeman. We're gonna spend the night in Bozeman and then drive down in the morning. So, very excited. I have been proven time and time again to not know how to vlog or do anything with technology. So I'm done packing when I meant to take video of that a little bit. But yeah, so I'm hoping to remember to vlog throughout the trip. I also thought I should maybe show what I've packed or what I did pack. Backpacking bag has like sleeping bag in it, which ended up taking way more space than I wanted it to. Tent, dishes, pots, clothes, and everything. I will attach my chacos. I'm just gonna keep my rain jacket in my car. And then we have our dried food, snackies, bags, and then I'm gonna put like the peanut butter and stuff in here along with that. But yeah, I don't really know how they do things there, and because we are staying at a campsite and not actually backpacking, I just decided to keep the food in a separate bag because it will probably stay in my car, most likely. I don't know. Maybe a bear locker if they have them. We'll see. Good morning, vlog. We're about to leave Teagan's house. Teagan already spilled peanut butter all over my car. Yep. We made it to Jackson Hole. We are now going to take a gondola up a good chunk of the mountain. Then we have to hike 1,000 feet to the top. And then we get to our backpacking campsite, our backcountry. We're going to stay there for a night, and in the morning we're going to rush to the next site to go to Phelps Lake. We made it to the gondola. We are in it. So it's hot as— Oops.
It's really hot. There's no windows in this gondola.
Also a little preface. Because I think I mentioned earlier we were camping, and we are now full on backpacking because they were out of campsites. So glad Teagan's boyfriend gave her his backpacking backpack. We've been hiking up a mountain for, I think it's been over 2 hours now. We made it! Woo! Hey, so I am in bed editing this vlog 3 weeks later and realized that we don't have a single clip of us at that first campsite. So I just want to give a little background to it. When we got to the area, we went past 2 campsites before we got to the one we stayed at. Both of those were before we got past the watering stream. And they were very slanted. So we decided to keep going. So we got to the watering stream, we filled up our water bottles, and we kept going. And a couple 100 feet from there, we saw deer. And I'm really sad I didn't get that on video because it was me having a heart attack and Teagan screaming at it to go away. So, but this guy came down and told us we were doing a great job of being loud. Him and his girlfriend or whatever. We're camping at that, like a campsite. And it was like 2 campsites kind of. One was a little lower and one's higher up, and they're at the higher up one. And he was talking about how at the watering stream about 30 minutes before we got there that he had saw a moose and it was like huffing at him. I personally think it would have been really cool to see a moose, but Teagan, I think, has a different mindset on that one. But yeah, so we didn't see it, but it's cool that, you know, he got to see it and we got to hear about it. So yeah, we ended up setting up camp. We set up our tent and stuff. I thought we had video of us setting up a tent, but I guess we don't. I don't know if I must have forgot to hit like start on the GoPro or something, but a group came by as we were finishing up the tent and starting with boiling water and making dinner. And they were, you know, looking for water because there were supposed to be 2 streams, and the one that was towards the area where we're going to be hiking the next day was dried up, so they needed water. And then we offered our campsite to them as well because it was Teagan's and I first time backpacking in the mountains, and so we felt a lot more comfortable with a lot more people. So yeah, it was kind of fun, but because, you know, more people, we decided not to take video. A little nervy. Yeah, so I thought I'd just kind of explain that. So the next clip you're gonna see is us leaving the cleaned up campsite because you should clean up everything you take in. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video and you'll get to see us more at our next campsite in like a minute or so. Yeah. All right, we're out. On to the next one.
Day. We survived.
So yeah, this is where we're coming from, is up there. I mean, we were initially camping over in the wood. Yeah, you can't see it in the video, but there's a ton of trees over there. We stopped here to admire that because gorgeous. And yeah,
big long down hike.
We have a down hike, thank God.
Vertical yesterday.
Yes, we hiked
uphill.
Oh God,
time,
that was
basically.
miserable.
And now we have a nice downhill and pretty flat the rest of the trip. So.
Yeah. I'm back to explain a little bit more here. So I made the mistake of wearing Chacos backpacking. I mean, given we didn't know we were going to be backpacking for this trip. So here's a picture of my feet completely taped in medical tape. And Teagan went to try to find another sign, to try to find where we were. Ended up being over 10 miles that day when we were planning on doing about 6 or 7. So yeah, it was pretty rough, so we didn't get a lot of video, I guess, from this night, but the following clips are of the following day. Good morning, vlog. We are at our second campsite. We are in Granite Canyon. We got here just before 5 last night. We were under the impression that we were only gonna have a maximum of about 8 miles yesterday, and we went well over 10 just to our campsite, so we did end up getting to Phelps Lake. I have probably about 20 blisters on my feet. So that's fun. So I'm wearing Teagan socks, my socks, and have both of my feet completely medical taped. This is kind of the little setup we have. This is my 1.5 person tent that me and Teagan fit in actually very comfortably. So
very cozy, very warm too.
Exactly. So, but yeah, we were very scared. The nearest other campsite is about 0.7 miles south of here. So we were alone tonight. We didn't have anybody with us, so that was a little nerve-wracking. But it was extremely quiet. We didn't hear like anything besides the annoying squirrels.
They're throwing stuff down from the trees.
Yeah, so if you hear noise in the background, it's the squirrels. Yeah, we got a little, we're really close to the river. The river's just a little bit down. And the water, I think, is the clearest water I've ever seen in my life. I think that we could have just drank it straight, but we boiled it. So yeah, now we're just having some breakfast, some coffee, and then we are going to head, we think it's gonna be less than 5 miles back to the car. So this was a good experience of a backpacking trip, I'd say. Now we know we can do it, and I know to wear my backpacking boots.
Yeah, it was pretty intense. We were not prepared.
We were not prepared. We looked on my map later, and the trails that we're doing right now are considered very strenuous. And you're supposed to be an avid backpacker to be doing this, so
this is like our first time actually backpacking.
Exactly. So for our first trip, you know, we did it. I'm proud of us.
A little scary, we'll need it.
A little scared, yeah. Well, that's our little update. We're eating some oatmeal. I don't like it, but it's scarfing, and we're scarfing it down on some coffee. Yeah, well, maybe update the vlog if we remember when we get back to the car. So we're just having our morning coffee, and the squirrels are throwing pine cones at us.
They're actually throwing them right at us. Like...
Alright, let's go. We are leaving this beautiful, beautiful campsite. Both of our watches are dead, so we can no longer count our miles with those, so we are using Nike Run app. The map that the park rangers gave us has not been accurate yet, so.
Okay, we are supposedly 0.2 miles, but it's really going to take us 20 minutes, according to Google Maps, from our car. And we have to take a little bus ride too. We gotta find a mask, we gotta, a lot of things we gotta do, and then we're gonna go eat some junk food.
I am just now realizing I didn't really videotape us going down Teton Village, but I can tell you I was in a lot of pain, and I ended up going barefoot for the last 3 miles-ish, 2 to 3 miles that we hiked. Just because my feet were just absolutely damaged. So these next few clips are me screaming while taking the medical tape off. Taking the medical tape off my feet, and it is ripping open my blisters. So
we finished the hike. I'm over here.
We finished. So it was all a lie.
All of it was a lie.
So it did take us to like the edge of Teagan Village, where it said like, you know, like about 5 miles. But were we aware that we had to walk down the entire ski resort? So I'm not happy.
Yep, we feel like
oops.
Kind of glad we did it.
I think we'll be glad in like a week that we went. But I'm feeling
oops
right now. We're gonna scare all the
oops.
I can't get this piece off. It's gonna rip so much skin.
Oops, 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 oops.
We're gonna have to cut that out for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to learn how to bleed. Oh, I'm gonna go get a tetanus shot when I get home. Okay, so we are about to re-enter the park. We left because we wanted DQ after just having dried food for 3 days. So, and at the park we are going to go. We have to bring our bear canister back. We're gonna end up most likely going through Yellowstone and then back to Bozeman, drop Teags off, and then I'll either crash at her place depending on how late it is, and there's kind of a storm, I guess, in southern Montana. So we're kind of towards the end of the trip. I don't know how much video we're gonna get anymore. It was a super fun trip overall. I think we're happy with it now that it's over.
We had a terrible time.
But I think the memory's there. I don't think I want to come back to the Tetons anytime soon. But it's gorgeous. We'll just know, oh wow. We'll just know for next time to plan the backpacking trip and not just whip out the backpacks and say F it. So
Day of with no backpack.
Day of where we thought we were gonna just be camping. Yeah, it wasn't really our best idea ever, but in the end we did it. Okay. But anyway, this is gonna be like my end of the vlog. There might be a little bit of footage after, but yeah. Okay, peace out. So here's a little end footage of a miniature little snowstorm that we ended up having to drive through when we were going through Yellowstone. And then the next clip here, you'll see that we saw a herd of bison, which is my first time ever seeing a herd of bison in my life. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. Thanks for watching the vlog.